Set, ready, 50, plant.
57. Touchdown.
Chopper! Snap.
Now White with a first down throw. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Bravo.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Okay, double up.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 80 weapon.
Check. Press down. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Smith trying to run for it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
General West.
Get wide.
To throw, White. And this is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Ten Lobo.
Out. 3 down. Out. Motion. 89. Watch 89.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down now, it's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shift. Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Now Ito Smith. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. The play fake, now White. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Got it.
Check. 59. Come on. Check.
Now.
A first down carry for Smith. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Hey, team 6.
At the 44-yard line.
White. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the jet sweep, here's Harry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the double.
56, check 56. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 3.
Fire.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ito Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. You mind? Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my work.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's what I'm talking about.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, zoom.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Hey,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
57 to Mike. And watch the lane. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Found the loose.
get it.
From the shotgun, here's White. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
59. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 25 on 2nd down, White. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I hope you brought your reps, 'cause I'm about to take you to school. Check 31. Check 31.
Protein spill. Hey, orbit.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got it. Mike's 59.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's White. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now White, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Back to throw. Strong. Ebron caught left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
You draw Corker.
Crash, crash. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go.
Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. And his kick here is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A 63-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Strong. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61. Matchbox. Right. Cut.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Dancing to his left. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Strong. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99. I'm coming. Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Operating from the gun. Strong gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Strong. That's complete to Slayton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
80 weapon. Ready.
Again, it's Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off play action, here's White. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Martin, the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Strong. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Strong. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
On the ready.
57, Mike. Ready? 57, Mike. 57.
On first down, it's Smith brushing off defenders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check.
General West.
Check. Lucky. Hey, check Mike 57.
Here's White. From the gun, he'll throw. And this one complete to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
6-3. 218. Chop.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because
Here we go.
every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
5. Go.
2nd and 5 now. White. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
57.
Now White from the gun on 3rd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Pilot 64. Weak.
To throw from his end zone. Strong. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
At their own 42-yard line.
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
56 to Mike. 56.
Here's White. Complete. Smith has it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Greystone travel.
Now White. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
57's Mike.
To throw is White. Off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hit it.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check safety, check safety.
Let's go.
On the counter, it's Smith. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Looking to throw. Strong. Now, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and maybe more importantly, a victory